So a lot of people online have been asking me how I do so well with my Sub-Zero when I play him online, and I'm going to show you guys something right now. So first and foremost, I just want to say welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. If you guys can like, share, and subscribe, that'd be fantastic because that's what's going to help my channel grow. And with that being said, let's just hop directly into the Sub-Zero training. So online, I see a lot of players who play online. They do a simple freeze, they flip over, and they do an uppercut, right? And I know that seems like the most common thing to do because an uppercut literally does the most damage. However, that's not what you want to do. Do not freeze somebody and hit them with an uppercut like this. Some guys will do that and then they'll finish it off with a slide, but I will not recommend that. With the actual game frames online, sometimes you can't pull that off. Like you'll freeze somebody, you'll flip, and you'll uppercut, and you'll go for a slide, and somebody will block it. Right, it happens. So what you want to do is when you freeze somebody online, you want to flip, and right at the last second, right before you touch the ground, you want to hit them with a low kick. Right, that's what you want to do. And then as soon as you freeze and flip with that low kick, you go directly into a ground freeze. Then you can uppercut. This way, you're actually doing yourself a service and you're doing way more damage. So if you do a freeze and uppercut, take a look at the damage you're doing. So look at the top little grooves in the health, right? So way before the grooves. But if you do a freeze and a low kick and then a ground freeze and then the uppercut, now you're doing almost half the damage, okay? So definitely want to keep that in mind. Also, your two best friends when it comes to Sub-Zero is going to be one, keeping your distance. Okay, you absolutely want to keep your distance from your opponent because you can use Sub-Zero more as a defensive character as opposed to an offensive character. And if you're too close, majority of the time people are going to overwhelm you, so you can't pull up your freezes, your ground freezes, etc. Your two best friends, back in triangle for your high kick and back in circle for your low sweep. This is exactly what you want to do in the game. High kick, low sweep. And the reason why is because anytime a player jumps at you and you go for a low sweep, whether you're close, whether you're mid, whether you're far away, you're always guaranteed to be able to either block or counterattack that jump. Let me show you an example. So if this guy flips and you're close, sweep right into the ground freeze. If you're mid and you sweep, right into an instant sweep. If you're far away, you can sometimes still pull it off. If not, at least you're getting yourself out of the way, right? And like I said before, so if you don't want to do the low sweep, which is my favorite, that right there that's my favorite. A couple of those, a little bit of those, and then go right into the backspin kicks. Keep your distance, go into your spin kicks, switch it up once in a while with your sliding attack, but don't make your habit of doing the same routine, the same moves over and over again, because then you're going to ruin it for yourself. And on top of that, people are going to know exactly how you play and what you do. And before you know it, you'll be doing these and people will be kicking you constantly. And that's exactly what happens all the time. So don't make yourself obvious. Don't make your routine common sense. Change it up. Sometimes you got to stand still, duck down like this a few times, walk forward and back, throw a couple high punches, low punches, then go into your freeze, right? Always change up your moves, right? Always change it up. It's just most people try to rush with Sub-Zero. They try to get close. Everyone's trying to go for ground freezes, but if you're in the corner, you can't do a ground freeze to your opponent. It doesn't work. So being over here, it doesn't work. It's never rush to rush down your opponent. Just take your time. Make Sub very defensive. One thing you can do that sometimes does work online, you can actually do a front flip, low punch, right into a freeze, right? And if you do it fast enough, you'll keep the opponent online stuck in the animation, so you have time to actually pull that off before they can block. So that's just a simple flip, low punch, and then it's a simple freeze right after that. So 1, 2, 3, like that. Sometimes online it works, sometimes it doesn't. You gotta kind of mess around with it, I guess you can say. It takes time. All good things take practice. But yeah, back in triangle, back in circle, always do your sweeps. These are the most important. Always bait somebody into coming into you, right? They come, bait them, right? Walk forward, make them come to you, hit them with a back spin kick, hit them with a back low sweep, but always bait somebody at Sub-Zero, okay? Never want to rush. Also, one good thing that's really important to do as well, oh, thanks, Rick. One good thing that's important to do as well is never, like I said, never stand there and keep doing this over and over again, because someone's going to be able to time it, and before you know it, someone's just going to flip and they're going to hit you like before, so you don't want to do that. Don't spam this over and over again. It doesn't do you no good. and also it makes you look cheap as hell. So with that being said, guys, like I said, back in triangle, back in low kick. Always do the back and low kick. That's like your best friend right there. That is guaranteed your best friend with the ground. A little bit of that, you know, a little bit of one of those. You know, just have some fun, you know. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna throw some gameplay videos out there of Sub-Zero so you guys can see exactly what I do and how I do it, and then you'll know yourself that it actually does work. Because 90% of the time against most players, I do not lose, especially when I am Sub-Zero. 95 to 98% of players who also use Sub-Zero don't even beat me with him. I'm really good with him. I will lose to some really cheap-ass characters online with really cheap players, players who glitch out the frames, players who got massive lag. I'll lose. There's also good players out there who don't lag at all. They don't play cheap and they still beat me. You know, it's win some, lose some, but my sub is almost unbeatable. Yeah, so any more pointers, I would love to help you guys out, teach you guys basically all the characters in the game. I'm gonna go down a full list, going through every single character and the best way to utilize them. From my personal play style though. So, you know, to each his own, your style might be different than mine. But with that being said, I'm gonna take off. I appreciate the video, you guys. Hopefully it helps you out and, you know, give it a shot and see if it works, you know? With that being said, you guys have a wonderful day and I will catch you guys later.